Happy versus Lin in Show Cup, everybody. Best of 9. We start with Happy as Undead versus Lin as Orc, and then map 2, we play reversed races on the same map, and then we swap back to normal races on a different map. Episode 30. Is this the day where Happy gets dethroned? It doesn't get any closer than this, because this is the tail of the tape. And you might look at these numbers quite carefully. Worldwide ranking, both second? How is that possible? Is that a bug? No, ladies and gentlemen, that is not a bug. Both players sitting currently at 2,649 elo points, exactly the same strength. Exactly the same strength. And that's not the only moment where these are pretty much head to head. If you look at the historic data between the two on Warcraft3.info, 4-4 matches, 20-19 maps. It doesn't get closer. It doesn't get more exciting. This is pinnacle competitive Warcraft 3, and I'm very happy that you're all with me as we need a little rehost here. In the early moments, this is really cool, early hours of Thursday, and this is best of 9, everybody. Who are you rooting for? You know what? This might be prediction time. This might just be prediction time. Oh boy. I am Lin all the way? Okay. If you say so. Lin needs 5 maps to dethrone Happy. The higher your win is, the higher your prize money is. For a 5-0, you get $1,500. For a 5-1, you get $1,300, etc., etc. So the more maps you win, the better, and the higher your win in the series is, the better. Oh boy. Happy versus Lin. This is on Russia East. This is pretty even conditions for both of the players. So yeah, guys, it doesn't get better. Thank you, Vampy, for the sub. And without further ado, I give you a match of epic proportions. This is Happy versus Lin. Starting the series off on Tidehunters with Happy as Undead versus Lin as Orc. As it should be. And yeah, Orcs got a lot better versus Undead again. And especially Lin is always paving the way. How far can he go here? Can he take 5 maps? He didn't play War 3 Champions Finals where Happy was successful. Happy is successful in almost everything he does. In TP League just Monday, he lost the Grand Final. 3-2 to Moon. But then he came back with vengeance and took the Show Cup matches from 1-0 and from Foggy respectively. How good is Happy's Orc and how good is Lin's Undead? These are both questions that we have to raise here. We got a DK Ghoul opener, or is it? Yeah, it should be. And then on the other side, Farseer. Warmill already, but this looks very much like a fast tech to me. We're gonna have the decision soon if second Ziggurat or Graveyard. And there's the second Ziggurat. That is Ghouls, ladies and gentlemen. Can of course be harassed. X-Lord showed us yesterday, you don't have to go through the orange camps in the north if you start there. You can go for the gnolls. That might be a little sidestep creep route for Happy to sway Lin. But yeah, the War Chief, the greatest orc of all time. What does he have in store for us? No Blade Master surprise, especially on Tidehunters. That makes a lot of sense. Great creeping, great map presence. And off we go. Happy already disrupting this creeping a tiny little bit. But Lin says, I don't care what you're doing with my creeps. I'm gonna take your creeps away. With split wolves, 1 to the main, 1 to the green, and the Farseer to the expansion. This is where Happy is going without a skull. So no expansion, just creeping. How much damage can Lin do? This is always the first obstacle. Can Happy go to level 2 somehow fast? Or will there be a lot of damage on the DK? Good for Happy, there's only 1 wolf around. The other one is still scouting in the main. It's actually harassing in the main. As you can see here, this is a little bit of gold income that's missing in Happy's side, which will lead to a delayed tech then. And maybe fewer ghouls. Lasted opportunity goes to Happy, but Lin got quite a bit. 48 XP. He killed one of the creeps. The Murgle Tide Warrior, that's quite a big one. So Happy, not as usual, one wolf away from level 2, but a little more. And this is of course Lin with a super duper fast tech. Look at the advantage, bottom right, bottom left. The wolf harass reduced Happy's resources, and Lin is teching as fast as he possibly can. Lin comes with a plan, that's for sure. He's very, very well prepared, but we've seen that Happy is uber talented when it comes to making adjustments within a series. So he'll figure this out if this is Lin's build all across. So last hit. Oh, goes to Happy now, has to invest another coil defensively. Lin has to steal all the creeps, but doesn't get them. The Murlocs provide level 2, and with that, aura. And now things get a lot more dangerous for him. Surround on the wolf. Compared to the normal Undead vs. Orc, a lot more focus on the wolves, a lot more focus on defensive coils. And he kept a lot of ghouls alive here. Happy with the graveyard in time, right about the 50% mark of the tech. You build it, and it's just creeping. It's just creeping. Can Lin get a little more? Nope, not just yet. And Happy is on a solid way to level 3 without too many losses. Yeah, he's far behind in tech, but Lin is far behind in XP. And ooh, needs another burrow. Attacks immediately after the TC. Okay, 4 headhunters here. We're not creeping much, actually. Weren't creeping anything at all. Still hurt. What happened to the headhunters? Not 100% sure. But no chance. Without Chain Lightning, there shouldn't be a chance to get anything. Happy defends this harass masterfully. TC is out. We'll start to creep now. We've seen it yesterday in Meisterschaft. The Shadowhunter build officially outdated. It's all about the TC and all about the TC leveling. Oh, and Happy investing a coil for the level 3. This is a massive, massive, massive XP lead. We got a Dark Ranger out for Happy. To get a little revenge for all this harass, there's almost no creeping to be done. I think Happy just fixed it. He just fixed the harass. After losing 1 creep to Lin, he played a perfect game. Level 3 versus level 1. Absurd! But this is Dark Ranger 2. This might be a liability. At the moment, it is super strong. Especially with Coil 2. The question is, how many coils do you want to use offensively? Apparently, now quite a few. Little rhythm change here. 1 headhunter down. Second one can't be killed as mana is rather low. Trying to zone out the DK with wolves. But man, this is just hunting season. Headhunter hunting season. Lin was so greedy with the tech. That's his big advantage. The only big advantage. And that's another headhunter falling. This is too much, isn't it? It feels like it is. Whew, ladies and gentlemen, this is a pretty one-sided affair. It's still 7 minutes 30 in. 2 level 1 heroes. That's not allowed. Couldn't force Happy off the map. Couldn't start creeping. He's gonna end up with 3 level 1 heroes at the same time into the late game. No level 2 wolves. Not even a Chain Lightning available. He got Aura, but no Stomp, and Happy. This is the easiest steal of his entire life. It's just domination so far. Holy smokes, we get a 55 euro donation. Are you nuts? Ich putz hier nur. I'm watching Warcraft 3 since the times of the Intel Friday night games. Now I'm sitting here with Rona and you guys and Warcraft. Still cheer me up. Keep up your fantastic work. I hope the community is growing even more. Greetings. With support like this, mate. Definitely. One Fiend goes down. Is happy is making a little bit of a transition. 55 euro donation. That's one of the biggest we've had in recent times. Love it. Dark Ranger surround. Okay, Lin. He's getting a little something out of this game. That was the last coil. Can he keep the surround closed? Or can he fight out? Kind of looks like he can fight out, but the stomp secures the kill. Finally, something is going Lin's way. Didn't even go for Hex, but he'll wait first to keep the surround closed and to keep his units alive. All of a sudden, Lin with his tier 3 is accelerating, but he's also under much pressure. Happy trying to go for the surround. Doesn't really work. And the tri-hero combo of Lin is working out. Speed scroll. He wants to stay here with his tier 3 advantage until destroyers are there. Happy forced into a TP out, and all of a sudden, Lin is back. Supply lead. And still a little bit of a tech lead. Dark Ranger dead. Lich out. Orb online. What's the play now? Super low level heroes. Lin is insane. He moved completely away from his playstyle just a week ago. Nova Steel massive. Lin gets the Mana Stone. That's nice. But the units are very, very hurt. But Lin's micro, of course, excellent as well. Mana Stone, game changer. Ring of Protection, also not that great. Happy no TP anymore. Lin got that still. Guys, we're in for a treat here. If this is how this best of 9 goes, I love it. I love it. Happy is getting another objective in the middle of the map. This is also the first invul potion of the game. Ring of Regen at that stage of the game, not too great anymore, but another consumable is waiting at the bottom left. Maybe a mana potion, maybe an invul potion, even better. As Happy, yeah, waiting for it, has the resource now, off we go. More creeping. Happy's stealing more and more experience off of Lin's side of the map. That's level 2. That is finally silent. The Dark Ranger kill was quite massive, as you absolutely need silence for the late game stages. The Fiend transition is not really in full effect. But for the ghouls, the vamp aura that he found is massive. So is the destroyer push. Lin, do you have reinforced defenses? No. Oh boy. That spells disaster. He's queuing as many units as possible and then rebuild the burrows. But this is vintage undead play. Around 2008, 2009. Trying to deal with the skeletons. There is a lot of skeletons. There's a lot of meat and bone in Happy's army, so the supply might be a little misleading here. Focus fire is insane. Goes for the Dark Ranger here. Invul potion swap. Coil as well. She's safe. Headhunter have to be repositioned. This looks like an excellent fight. Lin has to reposition. Shadowhunter just nuked out of Oblivion. And Happy got that fight on his side. Lin, can he fight back somehow? TC with a massive stomp, but I don't see any potential for hero focus. He's trying to get rid of the ghouls, but they're just everywhere. Mana Stone consumed already. And there's a big mana potion left. He got quite lucky with the consumables. Happy is losing a couple of ghouls, but they are, of course, at this stage of the game, disposable. Headhunters so low. Farseer so low. No chance to save him anymore. And Lin is just plummeting in supply. The Kodos ate quite a bit. 2 Fiends, actually. 1 is an illusion, right? So that's just 3 supply. But yeah, Emperor's Madness is hitting Lin right in the face as Hawk is lagging a bit. Ooh. Unfortunate timing. So I got the time to once again thank Ich putz hier nur. IFNGs, of course, back in the day. A wonderful experience. I hope we can recreate that magic a little bit at Rara Land at the end of September in Hamburg. Wait a minute. What? That has never happened. I'd argue that the game was over. I mean, Farseer was down, Shadowhunter was down, Happy had a massive supply lead. It wasn't me. It was Hawk. We all saw it was Hawk. Okay, so I guess admin decision necessary? Not entirely sure. Referees rule this a win for the Emperor. That is quite understandable if you ask me. That game was over. There was nothing left for Lin, so I can totally agree with that. I can understand that ruling. So, in typical Show Cup fashion, we now reverse races. Holy! Lin's Undead is 2200 MMR. That's pretty insane. That's pretty great. Let's see what he can bring to the table. As we have another rehost. Yeah, sometimes servers bug a bit. Then we have to rehost real quick. But that shouldn't deter us. How many people? 1400 people after map 1? Okay. That's cool. So I know that Happy's Orc is good. I wouldn't say it's great. I would say it's slightly below his Night Elf. How good is Lin's Undead? Have we seen Lin off-race much? I don't think yo. Yo, Ties York, 913 sub, made! Back to Warcraft hard. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It says, Happy no games with Orc. He was probably playing a lot of random though. And another rehost necessary. Okay, now everything is set up. We move on to map number 2. The first one was a happy win for sure. And now we reverse races on the same map as we now do in Choke Cup. That means Lin's Undead versus Happy's Orc on Tidehunters. Quite exciting times, everybody! They're both worldwide ranking 2. Yeah, they have the exact amount of elo points. Fly mentioned a flaw in Lin's Undead. His DK is a bit aggressive, which exposes him. Yeah, that happens to a lot of Undeads, actually. And Happy, we don't expect a Blade Master here, do we? No, 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 no. Farseer Headhunters all the way. But not the fastest tech that Lin was playing here. Just the normal one. And Lin on the other side. That should be a DK, right? Yeah, thank you. Slice44, thank you for the Prime sub. So, DK Ghoul Opener for Lin, basically the same builds, just as Happy is teching later and gets his Headhunters earlier. It was really interesting to see how little XP was gathered in the beginning of game 1. So this will be different. This will probably be still harass on Happy's side. His multitasking is very, very good, but also creeping with Headhunters then, as it's relatively easy to do. Are they replaying? No, 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 it's 1-0. as you can see in the score. So Happy, how good is your Orc? Lynn, how good is your Undead? This is something we've never ever seen before. As I said, Happy's off race pretty good, getting better and better. Lynn's Undead was a week of practice enough. Happy already knowing exactly what his opponent is doing. Oh, and this means Wolves and Farseer here. Unlike Lynn, who was going for the main, that coil secures the kill. Clause of attack is nice. But there it is. DK exposed, also slowed, a little unlucky. Ghouls in for the kill. Who got the last hit? It is definitely Lynn. Wolves are chasing, so the ghouls have to do this alone. Stressful early moments on map 2. And that's a ghoul down. That's expensive. How do you salvage this now? With more skeletons, maybe. And defensive coils, but that is massive damage on the DK. And that's what happens if a Farseer and Wolf attack you right away. And you're in a suboptimal position right next to the creeps. Coil from downtown secures the kill. He got the full camp, but also lost almost his entire HP pool. That's exactly what Happy wanted here. 100% what he wanted. And he can take this... Wow, he can take this creep away. With the Headhunters arriving now. Tier 2 tech, not as fast as Lim, but this pays off. It pays off big time. And the Farseer all of a sudden is level 2. Not the greatest game for Lynn thus far. No dagger either. So he's very, very, very hurt. At least he got level 2 unlocked. Happy with the perfect counter to this camp. And now he has to defend against 4 Headhunters. And still lots of wolves. Nasty. Lynn sharking for reinforcements. Surround. Locked in. Okay, now we're talking. Happy is doing damage in the main, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. Which is kind of what you're going for. And of course, Lynn is now regenerating some HP. So, not as fast of a level 3 as Happy was before. And Lynn, Happy, 2.2. I think Happy could have gotten more out of this situation, couldn't he? Lynn was already lying in the dirt. Let's put the foot on his neck and keep him down. Not the case here. Chain Lightning invested. Double Claw. I don't know. It's pretty nice, actually. On the DK for the Lich. 1 coil invested on the Ghoul that is out of range of the Headhunters. So they should be safe. Oh! Creeps, though. Go to Happy. Wants to unlock a fast level 3. And I guess we're talking. Whoa! Happy goes Shadow Hunter first. Second. Really? That feels outdated. And I thought until now that Dark Ranger second is also outdated with the Ghoul build. But both are bringing it back. SH second is good, of course. I think TC is a lot better. A lot better. Good cancel by Lynn on the Beastery, so Raiders and Kodos will appear later. And Lynn is recovering. Just has to level. Both are viable. Yeah, but I think you need a stronger TC than you need a Shadow Hunter. Without a great TC, you can't win the late game fights. Creep Jack coming in. Oh, that's a massive XP amount. Hex is sweet, of course. And there's no way to get that turtle against it. Wonderfully done by Happy. Execution is always great.
A player's forces are under attack.
The tech delay bites Happy a bit. The raider delay, that is. Troll region, upgraded on the weapons. Yeah, he's using the resource that he can't put into units for upgrades, which is nice. And again, onto the shop. Doesn't go for the Invo potion. That's surprising. Maybe now. Oh yeah, creeping with the Shadow Hunter. Getting the item with the Farseer. That is much more efficient. And Lin waiting for the full tier 3 army. Has to catch up a little, and that gives a ton of map control to Happy. And maybe that's the reason for the Shadow Hunter. Maybe that's how you have to play it, with Hex and map control. Okay, a little bit of a PvE phase you saw. This map control paid off big time. Happy with 3 heroes. Insane progress. The Dark Ranger barely did anything thus far. It's an Ankh. Helpful, but not that great. Silence unlocked. Waiting for Lich Destroyer and Frenzy. But I feel like this is a backstab. Happy gets a ghoul for free. Might force a town portal here. Because how do you want to run away from Hex? And the wolves. TP. Shouldn't be a kill. So many skeletons. Feels like Happy has the perfect read here. This was the perfect opportunity with so many skeletons to continue creeping or to go into the base. That was prevented. Plus the town portal is gone. Very, very good execution. But of course you can continue creeping if you have 1 million skeletons. Just doesn't do damage to your main. Plus 13 Dark Ranger damage, not bad. Happy with the TC, big mana potion. Damn, today is the day of great items. So many claws, so much mana items. Lin on the first map had mana stone and big mana potion. So Lich is gonna be a beast. Dark Ranger has arrows too, which is necessary. The skeletons are key to victory for Lin. Oh, Ring of Protection plus 4. Even that item is great. Against the Focus Fire. Negates the Orb of Corruption, basically. So can Lin fight? It's almost the same timing that Happy had, but the level difference. 3, 3, almost 3. When Lin was stuck on level 1 mostly at that stage of the game. Very good harass. Very good follow-up. Happy has a super solid game plan and executes it a little better than Lin at the moment. At least he got the Dark Ranger 3. And Happy is going for yet another big camp. Rune Bracers? No. Lionhorn though. Helps a ton as well. Second attack upgrade. Waiting for the Battle Bongo upgrade. There we go. There's not much left on the map, actually. Red camp. And one expansion to the left of Lin's base. Skeletons just checking out what's happening here. Again, a ghoul for free. These add up. Okay, but are we getting a Happy attack? We only have, what is it? 3 ghouls in the fight. Pulls the 4th now. He has enough lumber. He needs to survive this fight. How good are the silencers? How good are the storms? How good is the execution? Instantly going on to a radar. Heal wave is ready. Lots of skeletons. This is the fight. Silence was nice. No dispel, of course, on the Orc side. He has to wade through this. TC has an Invo potion. That stomp was okay. But Lin needs better focus fire, needs to raise the skeletons. It is getting better, but the DK far forward. We heard it before. Maybe his DK sometimes a little too aggressive. 1 destroyer taken out, 2nd destroyer gone. No dispel on the Hex DK. So there's no coil, and that means no Destro anymore. Happy is owning the fight again. Is there a chance to bring it back? Not really. Statue's also quite far away. Ooh, and everything clumped up here. An invite to a storm. Level 4 on the Shadowhunter. Happy is just insane. The hex perfect. Execution perfect. 2-0 Hapster. Big Demi is not fooling around, eh? Not fooling around at all. That was front to back the Happy show. From the first harass to the follow-up. To the execution in the fight. Everything was a little better. Makes the Shadowhunter work. I'm surprised. Couldn't stop that at all. Shadowhunter off to the center of the map. Get the shop, get the marketplace, get level 3 super fast. And boom, 2-0. Map number 3 in this best of 9. Can we please make this a series? Lynn, it's up to you. The first 2 maps were all the Happy show. So let's see how this goes then. Lynn is back on ORC, and we are back on Northern Isles. So, is it still the fast tech? Or will we see adjustments? How can they both be worldwide rank 2? Because they have the exact same number of elo points. Feels like we have to update this tale of the tape. Some people seem to be a little confused. Anyway, DK. Standard opening. And on the other side, it's a CORSAIR. Is it the fast tech again? It definitely looks like it. Okay, click it in a bit. Lind is not moving away from that, eh? Even after being defeated by another build. Not learning from it. Probably for good reason. Who would know better than Lin what to do against this? Sometimes focus. Sometimes fly. Would love to see a Blade Master down the road. Just once. Please, Linny. Of course, the series stops at 5. So, if you're a fan of Warcraft and more Warcraft, you're cheering for Lin now. Risky creep, but the Ogre Magi definitely going to happy. How many of the Tuskers? Lin is in, and this DK positioning is pretty bad. Trying to get out of there. Ooh, did he get it? No! Again, a last hit going to happy. This could have been worse. Is it again the wolf in the main? I don't see it yet. Wonder. Ah, there he is. Or there he was, basically. Oh my god. Gets the ghoul save and the last hit. Lin leaves empty-handed. And it was just 2/3 of the DK HP. That's not too much. I feel like this could have been more. But Lin again with a big tech advantage. I feel like the wolf arrest didn't do much this time. On Tidehunters it felt really good. It's like, oh, 100. Benefits, of course, the fact that you have to pull acolytes from the gold mines, so it's not 100 due to this harass. Lin needs last hits. You have to correct the score? What? Are you kidding me? Don't confuse me! It's still early. Wow. Super solid early creeping. By happy.
A player's forces are under attack.
This seems perfect. Ritual dagger now, something that Lin was lagging. And this was also the reason why he had to play so defensively. It's really not what you want. So we have a lot of skeletons, we have a lot of healthy ghouls. And we soon... Guck mal. Okay, I'm switching to German already. He stood on the very edge of Blight to get these, like, I don't know, 2 extra HP in. And once again on the rise to level 3. Headhunter streaming in. He needs him now. He needs to do damage. He can't get surrounded. If Happy closes this one... That's a TP and once again so much map control. Guaranteed level 3 as well. Let's the Farseer die. Okay, extra experience. Didn't want to lose the TP early. Maybe pressure a little more with wolves, but he cannot prevent this. This is a stomp, everybody. The entire series so far, I'm sorry to say this, but it's a stomp. So TC with Stomp first, speaking of Stomps. So he's getting a couple of kills in. But that was the first experience after 6 minutes. 6 minutes is a long time. And this is the problem, right? Happy can again control the valuable middle. Because Coil always gets the last hit. So he doesn't even need a Lich for Nova to secure these last hits. Coil just does it because there's no chain lightning. There's only so few stomps. But Lin has the tech advantage. A massive tech advantage. He has to do something with it. What do you do with it? It almost feels like that's his game plan. Arriving as fast as possible on tier 3 and then creep all heroes at the same time. This feels a little inefficient. Fiend transition against Slaughterhouse coming pretty late. I think Happy wants to catch up. He has a lot of resources. Wonder if he forgot about that for a second. Boots of Kel'Thalas makes the lady happy.
A player's forces are under attack.
And then now, Farseer Raider harass. For Ensnare lockdown and some guaranteed kills while the TC was leveling and the Shadowhunters producing. Okay. Interesting idea. Can he kill a hero again? There will be Stomp. There is no silence. Lin, you need to start the comeback right here, right now. Double end snare, but how many of those are usable? Apparently none of it. Happy is just getting so much. Yeah, Marketplace has to go to Lin now.
Forces are under attack.
Because tier 3 is unfolding. Where is the big power spike for Lin when you go for this super fast tier 3? Not so sure. Eight minutes, 45 seconds. First hero for Lin, level 1. This must have worked out in practice and against other undeads. There must be a huge upside to this. But so far, respect to the man in the ice cream van. That's happy. Survived the tech advantage for Lyn, arrives on tier 3 now himself. Frenzy already done. I feel like Lyn's most recent approach with the early attack upgrade and Headhunter dominance was quite a bit better. Maybe that's also adjustment to the Dark Ranger because now he wants the Berserker upgrade as fast as possible. If only you had a caster with knowledge of Warcraft, eh? We're getting closer in terms of experience. Lyn has a lot to work with on the left-hand side. He cleared his lab. He is clearing his consumable Tuskar camp. Scroll of the Beast, pretty nice. And the red spot now as well. Which is happy about a medallion. Wears it well. So Lyn, what do you get now? Finally, after 10 minutes, the Farseer gets level 2. But of course, most important, TC and Shadowhunter. No. Ooh, this expansion won't work at all. TC gets the battle drums. Unfortunate, will be a sell. Both are giving up map control quite a bit, huh? In Ritu Cup, this entire match between the two was all about map control and who occupies the shop. This is not the case here. Look at this big mass. Lyn is not expanding, just scouting. See, oh boy, there's a big army coming. It's the push. And again, we have no reinforced defenses. Lyn's response has to be faster than on map 1 on Tidehunters. And that's exactly what he does. That peon might save him the game. Oh, so many skeletons. So many skeletons. How many is that? 12! 12 skeletons. It's an entire control group of skeletons. Jesus Christ. There can't be a chance, can there? Scroll of the Beast, speed scroll, everything. Survives the first nuke. When are these skeletons expiring? Very, very, very soon. Trying to take out ghouls, but also headhunters. No chance to put any damage on the Destros. So they put in the damage with the Orb of Annihilation. But so far, this is not that bad. Level 3 on the Farseer should be Chain Lightning, I guess. Nova on the Raiders, that was massive. The Scroll of the Beast keeps it in the game, apparently. Supply even neck and neck. Kodo falls. That's a big swing. And it's still so many of these pesky skeletons. But Lyn survives this. And that was a big power spike for Happy. Can he do this again? I think so. 12 supply lead, shop control, XP lead. We are on 3-3 heroes. 3-3-3 heroes. Just move back. Let the statues work over time. Let them heal you up. A lot of mana for Lyn too, actually. Is that the fight Lyn wants in the middle of the game, of the map? Double invul and heal scroll for Happy. Nothing really left. This is a big fight. And again, so many skeletons. This Dark Ranger is working out so beautifully. You can't give Happy the time to raise the dead. It's almost impossible to win then. Yeah, Chain Lightning too, but that AoE isn't enough. GG, Happy 3-0. And again, with ease. This isn't the hard-fought battles that we anticipated. This isn't the back and forth. This isn't the tug of war. This is just happy steamrolling Lin like it's nothing. Like it's absolutely nothing. Whew. Now we're back to reverse race. Same map. Different races. Happy on Orc. And Lin as Undead. And this seems to be a solid host for the first time. Nerf happy? Yeah, nerf happy indeed. So can Happy go for the 4-0? Again, here in Show Cup, the higher your win is in the series, the more money you get. So Lin, can you steal some ice cream money off of Happy? Can you make this a series? Can you start the comeback? He has to change something. I guess Happy can just go for the same build he played on Tidehunters. That was wonderful. So is Lin going for the Tuskas? Will Happy harass it? That was the big downfall on Tidehunters for Lin's Undead. His DK was way too low. Happy got way too much off of that harass. And from there on out, map control played it well, easy. This is the first time after the initial games that I see this Dark Ranger second in a ghoul build work so well. I know that a lot of questions are repeated here, but guys, not everybody is tuning in prior to the first map. Most of them tune in between maps. So questions come up again and again and again. This is the Show Cup format. First we start on main races, then the same map reversed races, then new map on main races, and now second time Northern Isles with reversed races. And they have the exact amount of ELO points, so they're both second place in the world right now. Olin, you need to get it. Ooh, risky. Not investing a coil. These two ghouls are hurt though. Happy hunting. But nicely salvaging this. Also nicely dancing around to the lightning orbs of the Farseer. But slowly but steady. Oh no, Lin is surrounded. Gets level 2, but again, so much HP lost. Is it time for a dagger this time? I think he skipped it on Tidehunters. I don't see it yet. And this is something that Happy does better. Get that extra regen in faster. Now we got the dagger. Always a little clunky, but look at the value. Perfect. Very unfortunate situation though. With his back against the wall. Unable to move out. But now, with a bunch of healthy ghouls, Lin has to break free. And ideally, with a surround, with Aura, that might be possible. Only, quote-unquote, getting a Headhunter. And again, so much damage on the DK. Happy knows how efficient that is, because he's suffering from it every single game against Orc. And now he can finally do it himself. Nebahaz, thank you for the 2-month resub. Moin moin! Moin moin indeed. But Lin, this seems to be one of his best early games so far. Got a good level. Got a headhunter. Wait, is that closed? That's the round closed? Ha! Apparently it is! Happy goes for the TP. Another ghoul saved. Okay, now we're talking. Now we have ourselves a series. Or at least a game. At least a game. We have ourselves a game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Second charge of the ritual dagger. Keep the DK away, please, to not cancel that sentry wards. Lovely. Happy moves back, creeps himself a little bit. The consumable is his. Big heal potion. Exactly what he needs. And tier 2 is done. Again, Happy sacrifices the ultra fast tech that Lin is always going for more headhunters, and you will see the rise of the Farseer now. This looks exactly like the previous game. No, that's not true. The previous game, we had a dead Farseer. We took 10 minutes to get the Farseer to level 2. Or do you mean the last time we had reverse races? Then it's also not true. Because Lin is way closer to 3 this time. He's way healthier. He killed a lot more headhunters. And he got the TP. So, to me, that's a lot of changes. A lot of differences. Happy also going for the Shadow Hunter again. Lin this time going for a Lich. No Dark Ranger. Okay. And Happy with heal wave. No Hex this time, meaning he'll probably not occupy the middle, giving more space to Lin. Beneficial, of course. God, do you know how hard this is for my caster brain to call the Orc Happy and the Undead Lin? Mental gymnastics here, everybody.
A player's forces are under attack.
So DK is 3. He got that done. So is the Farseer, and it's still taking some time until destroyers are there, so Wolves level 2, the right choice. Okay then. Can he snipe this? Definitely has the potential, as there is no Hex, but okay. Dark Ranger is a bad choice these days. Ah yeah, what a bad choice that got 2 maps off of Lin. Back to back here today. What? Happy shocking around against the web spinner. Ah, Lin! I jinxed it! I jinxed it, didn't I? Doesn't get it. So very, very solid creeping. Tier 3 will be done on both sides in a couple of seconds. And levels are okay, but not great. We're still missing essentials like the level 2 Nova, like a Dark Ranger in general for silence, like a TC. How many claws today, guys?
A player's forces are under attack.
Is this the first Invo potion that Lin gets from a shop this series? I think so. Okay, Creepcraft continues. And I can understand them both. You're maybe a little insecure about timings when you're off racing. He got 1 the first game. Oh, okay. Ah, I'm getting old, guys. 33. Memory. Not the greatest. Never was, never will be. Lich needs levels. ASAP. Happy is just out creeping him so hard again. Black arrow first. Oi, that's not good. That's really not good. That doesn't work. At all. At all. This over. I'm sorry to say this, but this is no silence, no statue. Okay, Rise of Skeletons now, slowly, I guess. But the ghouls are gone. The destroyer is ensnared. Stomped again. It's not even close. We're getting into A-click territory almost. Only the heroes left and they are not looking great at all. Level 4 on the Farseer. Did Happy even lose much? I don't know. If you can't stop the TC early on, the fight oftentimes goes to the Orc if everything is controlled well.
A player's forces are under attack.
I'm sorry to, like, not call this as it's super exciting or anything. But this is probably the most one-sided series between Happy and Lin ever. Happy's timings just work out a lot better. And that's on both sides. When he plays Undead, he's of course going for the Orc base. And Lin can't really stop that. He's trying it now at the 12-minute mark. Too late when Happy already got the cement up. And when Happy plays Orc, his levels are just so much better. TP in, TP out. Happy got the battle drums just as Lin did. It's definitely a sell again. Is there a transition possible? Can he save that game? A lot of rings as well. It's number 3, I guess. He sold them all. That's how he gets some resources. That's how he can rebuild this army. But it's 4-4-3. The Lich isn't even level 3. Nuts. Okay, he's getting it now. And finally he has silence. But Happy makes the Shadow Hunter work. Yesterday in the German cast, Remo and I were both so sure that the Shadow Hunter second doesn't work anymore and you have to go TC. Because otherwise you lose the fights. But if you get the Shadow Hunter and get the map control and accelerate like Happy does, this looks very playable.
Players' forces are under attack.
Katka's pipe for Lin, okay. RNGesus is with him. At least he got that. Happy queues upgrades to not go into upkeep. And expanding on the upper left-hand side. And this will probably not be scouted. Well, well, let's see how this goes. Supply lead is with Lin. Breaks through the silence with an Invo Potion. That one's gone. Destroyers, again, way too far forward. Being sniped immediately. Same with the DK behind enemy lines. How do you even get back into safety? This is going to be a big problem. Not only for the DK, but also for the Lich. And he goes for the Destroyers. Oh my god. Where's the supply lead? It's just gone. And I think in a second we can just ask, where's the supply? Oh boy. Couple of headhunters about to fall, but so are the heroes, I guess. Dark Ranger in a world of trouble. GG. 4-0. 4-0. Lyn is getting smoked over and over again. I think the 30th episode was supposed to be a little bit of a celebration. A special occasion on paper. Happy versus Lyn, man. It's like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC are headlining a festival. But it's all Backstreet Boys here. So, to all you balance whiners out there, how are you doing? Are you okay? Are you conflicted? Are some kind of schizophrenic thoughts coming to your brain? Because it's now Undead 2 wins, Orc 2 wins. Could it be the player? The ping is even, so you don't have that exact excuse. The maps were even. Maybe it's the players. I don't know. Okay, Lyn with his back against the wall. He needs 5 maps in a row. And that's not that easy. Happy on Undead versus Lyn on Orc. Five maps in a row. This is not Lyn's day. Is it time to switch for Blade Master? Oh, we have a different build. Nice to see that. Okay, is it a blade though? Yes, please. Autumn Leaves. A wonderful Blade Master map. You can control the map quite well here. Items are very good too. He seemed to like the Blade Master on this map. Or is it a last-ditch effort? Wow, I got chat furious with that. Love it. Okay, Blade Master time. Big red numbers, everybody. Give me that 300 critical strike. Happy sees it and Happy will adjust. Looks like Lyn will creep a little bit at the beginning. Get the item, then sell the TP, get the self and harass.
Player's forces are under attack.
No sidestep creep routes thus far. He knows Lyn is creeping, so I'm creeping. Still a fast tech, of course. This will be probably a slower game with 1 or 2 highlight moments in the mid game when Blade Master is trying to steal it. Steal some items. Yes, of course. Acolyte goes to the creeps. Good knowledge for Happy to know that the Blade Master is here. So he doesn't have to reveal. He's not even going for dust. He's not afraid of the Blade Master at all. Because he knows where he is. He knows that there are no steals. But the Blade Master is not going for the early game. He's going for the late. Double circlet. Early Windwalk 3. Hold on. Okay. For a second I thought he's expanding, but no. Claws of attack. That's what we want. Boom. Crits for 100 already. Let's get them rolling. So this should be then Lich second. Recently, everybody skipped Frost Armor first on Lich. Wonder if that's still the case. Lin doesn't really know where Happy is. He's scouting quite a bit, but can't get it. Check the expansion. He's now okay. He's not in the middle, so let's go for it. Typical focus play here usually, going for the Berserker for a faster creep speed. Tough camp, but if you have some time, that can be great. Oh boy, but there's the creep jack. Grunt is hurt. Coil 2. Oh, what's he going for? The steal, of course. Healthstone, speed scroll. If Happy gets the Berserker, that's a disaster. And he blocks the Berserker despite the speed scroll. Coil, boom, down. Lin, this is a nightmare. He's not waking up from this nightmare. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Happy makes Lin look like an Adept League player at the moment.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's not even using spells. He's just moving this ghoul perfectly. Gets the Blade Master down to what? 150. Of course he blocks. Of course he saves this ghoul. Oh my god, so much time invested for absolutely nothing. This is brutal. This is not Lin's day. You know, even gods have off days.
A player's forces are under attack.
I don't think... Like, I wonder how Lin is treating this now. Will he be back at Show Cup to get revenge on a better day? Or will we not see him in this format again? In the near future. Well, well, well.
A player's forces are under attack.
The Mad Emperor. Having a perfect day. He'll be back, hopefully. Yeah, Linus played excellent games and elevated Orc gameplay to a whole new level in the past 7 years. Since his comeback from the army. Just not today. We all know these days. Sometimes my casting sucks. Sometimes I make other big mistakes in life, you know. And that goes for everybody, I guess. Not even Cristiano Ronaldo can score every game. You know how it is. Except if you're happy. Then every day is perfect in Warcraft. Lin gets the kill though. That was nice. Dude, if he comes back from this mid-game, then he might even win the entire series. He gets a Lich and a Fiend. Feels like Happy wasn't ready for this at all. Okay, all of a sudden level 2 TC. But still gruesome mid-game. That Lich kill was massive. No Fiends either. Lich is back. Frenzy coming. How is Lin still in this game after the mid-game? I was a little busy talking about Happy's perfection and Lin's off day. But somehow this still works.
Players' forces are under attack.
Happy with the step back. We have a early lodge. Boots of Kel'Thalas. Oh my god, are we having a comeback? Plus 20 already. We'll get Warsong Battle Drums in a bit. We'll get the Orb in a bit. Shadowhunter is severely lacking though. You can't play Blade Master TC solo, can you?
A player's forces are under attack.
I don't think you can. But he queues everything else before the Shadowhunter. Uh-oh, Blade Master has no mana, getting caught, but is inviting the rest of the army to a creep jack here. But that's the lack of a heal wave, and the blade is dead. Yikes. Just when we thought that this game, this series, might go a little longer, and we might have an edge for Lin, this happens. Very, very, very expensive. And of course, solid experience now. That boosts him up to level 2. Neo Caster Curse is Caster Curse. Right? I'm making things exciting, everybody. Round and round and round and goes. Where it will stop, nobody knows. But Happy's back in the saddle. Tri-hero. Lin is seriously playing this dual hero only. Okay, any orc experts in the chat? This is not something we've seen in the past few years, right? Tier 3, dual hero, no expo. Early walker, skip Shadowhunter. In before Demon comes in. Well, 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 in the beta tournament in 2002, there was a player called who played it on map 2 of the round of 16. Blade Master needs some damage here, needs big damage. Forces the town portal, that was quite nice as the silence was only ending up on the Blade Master, not on the TC. But Happy with the cut gas pipe, everybody. Yeah, it's pretty good item. Fly, Infi, and TH are confused as well. I'm in good company then. That's nice. But okay, special strats, eh? I don't know how this is supposed to work without Hex and Heal Wave. Are we just... Maybe my mind is too limited.
Forces are under attack.
And I can't understand the greatness of this build yet. Because Lin's brain is, in basically all regards, pretty much ahead of mine. When it comes to Warcraft, when it comes to languages, when it comes to life. I guess I'm producing a better stream. Not saying about casting, just, you know, look and feel and stuff. But that has not much to do with brain. Anyway, massive stomp. That was nice. But I feel like we need a Blade Master at least level 4 for the crits. Is it just the next slaughter? If I'm looking into this backline and onto these 4 destroyers or 3, whatever it is. See, counting also not my thing. Then this is not looking good. Stomp only on skeletons, low level skeletons. Lich might be in a little bit of trouble. If only you could hex the DK. No, it's just the fight is all over the place on 3 screens. And Happy is having a perfect series. This is $1,500 for this show match. Lin's still getting some return kills, but happy now. Does he have a oh no! That Kodo Beast! Of course you don't need a Nova or anything. Of course not. You're happy. You just surround. And Lin's army is decimated. He got level 2 crit. That's fine. But we got close to 5 decay. And 3 second and third hero. Plus shop control. Woo. Who needs a statue if you have the pipe, right? Heal scroll on top. He's not even that scared of Stomp crit. He has one Invo potion, but that's about it. Scouts for an expansion, as you should. I love Critical Strike. It's such a cool spell. And Happy is making the right decision. Build a lot of units against big single target damage. How do you deal with the ghouls? Answer is you don't. TC as an invul. That's kind of fine. Seems like Happy is somehow having something like fun. Not going for the throat, not trying to end this. Rather plays it safe. That's level 5, everybody. Level 3 coil deals a tremendous amount of damage. And also heals. Heals even more than it does damage. Lin, this might be your last moment. With the help of the granite. But he's backstabbing. Oh my god, this army is all over the place. Not the greatest engagement for the Korean. Losing 2-3 units immediately. Just hero focus, but without hacks. Just coil it right on. No chance. The Happy Cup. Nobody defeats Happy in Show Cup. Nobody. Nobody. He rules with an iron fist. And that fist smashed Lin to the ground today. No chance on no map. This wasn't competitive. This was unfortunately not competitive. Brutal, brutal form by Happy. Also, kind of weird builds by Lin, to be honest. I can understand trying that super fast tech on Tidehunters, then doing it again. Happy had the perfect counter to it. Played it incredibly well. And had a great Dark Ranger against the Farseer builds. And had a great solid Tri-Hero build against whatever that map 5 was. And as Orc, he showed us that Shadowhunter 2nd can still work. Can work very well, actually. Great map control, great creeping, great timings. Also as Undead, always the burrow timings. And here with the Blade Master build. I mean, the game was basically over after the creep check at the Mercenary Camp, right? That was Berserker, Shadow Priest, and a Grunt. Too much. Way too much. Hopefully we get a rematch soon, because usually these games are god tier. Lin having an off day, happens to the best. Hopefully he bounces back from this. we bounce back with content, everybody, because we have tons of content for you in the upcoming days. Later today, we have Creepjack. Oh, thank you, Sonic, for the 500 bits. Tough go for Lin, but gotta respect Happy's talent. GG, indeed. Later tonight, oh my god. I'll be playing. I have to play my Creep Camp League and my GNL match as well at 5, which is in 2.5 hours. This will be an utter disaster. Tomorrow, we have the Weekly Cup, and did you guys hear the news about the Weekly Cup? Did you hear the news? One of the most frequent questions we get in the entire Back to Warcraft universe is Grubby in this tournament? When is Grubby playing? Well. Apparently, tomorrow. Mr. Follow Grubby has signed up for the Back to Warcraft Cup 28. Oh, yeah. So, celebrate the fact. Sign up. You could play one-on-one versus Grubby if the seeding is right. We see Grubby with a temporary comeback to competitive Warcraft for the first time after War3 Champions Season 7, I think. He had some show matches here and there, of course. But I think Zed was the last one who faced him, right? Season 4! Oh my god, 7 seasons ago. Well, Grubster is back. Love to see it. And then this entire weekend is Arcadia World Series qualifier times. Arcadia World Series is our big tournament at Rara Land, our very personal LAN, at the end of September. We have a $10,000 tournament there. And we invite 4 Europeans, 3 players from the Eastern World region, that is Asia and Oceania, and 1 American. You can sign up to these qualifiers as well. The entire weekend is qualifier weekend. Starts in Asia Saturday at noon European time, then the Euro qualifier, then the South American qualifier. On Sunday, we have the Oceania qualifier, then the European qualifier too, and then the North American qualifier. Sign up, everybody. Make it big. You can win a travel. We pay your flight. We pay your accommodation. And you can play at Rara Land. I hope this is going to be good. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for the support. That was lovely. I'll try to prepare for my GNL and Creep Camp matches. I'm playing against Izzy, who really wants to defeat me, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, just awesome. We have so much content currently on our YouTube. We got the War3 Champions finals from last week. We got more Show Cup matches. We got the TP Cup finals. We got we are approaching 6,000 series on YouTube. So yeah, go check it out. When the stream is down, go check that one out. I hope you had a good time. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, follow us on Facebook. In general, if you want to support us, check out backtowarcraft.com/support. There is a lot of ways to do that. You can sign up for our Patreon, like Bangle has done it yesterday, just as Nico. So that's pretty cool. You can sub here on Twitch if you have a Prime sub. That's even for free. YouTube membership is a thing now as well. We have 6 members already. Amazing, right? Boost that number. One-time donations are possible, just like Ich Putz hier nur did today. Much appreciated. Also possible with crypto. Merchandise is available. And of course, we have the beautiful support by CORSAIR and Holy Energy. For both party goes. Coupon code BackToWarcraft for a 10% discount. For Holy Energy, for your first order, it's BackToWarcraft 5 for a €5 discount. Whatever helps you more. I had fun, despite this one-sided affair. I had you by my side. I was able to poke the Twitch chat bear a little and made you furious. That was so far my moment of the day. And I like you all very much. And thank you for enabling me to do what I love to do. And there is a billion streamers out there, and you could spend your time with, I don't know, listening to music, watching a movie, watching a series, do whatever, and you spend your time with me and Happy and Lynn. That's cool. So see you later at Creepjack in German, and then tomorrow for the Weekly Cup with Grubby. Bye-bye.